Alrighty, so Chinese bikes are all the rage these days. And we're hopping aboard one of the hottest, most highly talked about ones on the market, and that's the new Voge 800 Rally. Now, despite the Rally name, it's not the most hardcore thing on the market, but it is more or less the tastiest thing that Voge make. I've been given the keys at the Adventure Bike Rider Festival, having a spin around the TRF trail just before it closes for the weekend. So the trail's pretty rutted out, it's pretty sandy. I've never swung a leg over this bike before, so let's get Suits out of the way. Let's go see what we think. Straight out of the box, the ergos are spot on. Standing up dead natural, it's very narrow between the legs. One thing that twin cylinder adventure bikes can really suffer with is just feeling like big, overgrown elephants. They rob all the feel. This is great. It's very natural to ride. It is still north of 200 kilos, so it does require a little bit of muscling about. Maybe a little bit quiet. I'm going to focus on not dying. Little wounds through there. Suspension is bog standard, not touch the clickers at all, and in this sort of loose, choppy ground, very good. Front wheels already sticking to the floor well. Traction around the corners is going to be all on road tyres. We let the air out, we let them down a touch, but they are still road biased. Bit of a clang there. I don't know if that was the camera or the forks. Beautiful stuff. Down there, caught up with a couple of fellow adventure bike folk. I did have about 2 minutes on the road before getting here. Just squeeze past this fella. And whilst it's not really long enough to make a particularly thorough assessment, I can say the handlebars feel just right really for touring. Perhaps a touch high for riding off-road through the bog. Drop it down a gear. Easy stuff to do. We're not going to do the Bog of Doom today, because I under express instructions not to damage the bike, and I think if I take it back having drowned it, Voge will not be very happy. Little jump. Good stuff. Could have gone a little bit quicker through there really. Yeah, literally first time riding the bike, so in a little bit ginger on it. Try the foot out. Yeah, doesn't like that. These big bikes, you got to stand up. You got to muscle them around a little bit. Yeah, not the fastest lap you're going to see, but 2 minutes on it is not too bad. Bit more mud. Up the climb nice again, really rutted out. Could have done with a little bit more momentum there. Wrong gear, bad riding. Brakes are excellent, I must say. Not a huge amount of power, but lovely feel, very modular. You can really feel exactly what the front end's doing. And again, that's one area where adventure bikes suffer. They can be quite vague. Don't get me wrong, there's no enduro bike. They have a really good idea of what the wheels are doing, You can feel the traction. Into the slow bit. Go slowly up here. That's more or less a lap done. I've got to say, for a big heavy bike, it's very easy to ride. I mean, this modern breed of adventure bikes, they are so close to proper off-road bikes while still packing loads of touring potential. It really feels like the Chinese bikes, the Coves, and this as well. Thank you. They're really taking that a step further. And it's such an accessible price as well. I mentioned the Cove there, how this isn't as off-road focused as the Cove 800, and definitely not as the Rally. You do have quite a lot more in the way of tech and goodies. Make it a bit more of a premium touring machine. I think if you were just wanting something to go thrashing around green lanes on, the Cove Rally is definitely the one to get. If you want a big twin cylinder adventure bike and you're quite interested to try a Chinese model, if you want something for a bit of everything, this is a good shout. There's a bit of clunking going on that front end. I think that's my camera. I don't think that's the fault. Doesn't particularly feel like they're bottoming out. They are a bit soft. The whole bike's a bit soft. But again, it's a compromise. It's not an out-of-the-box rally bike. But it could be. Feasibly, you could do some serious off-road riding on this. Certainly a lot more than just motoring around a field like this. Put a bit of money into the suspension. Lower the handlebars a tad. And you'd have a great green lane bike. Big traily sort of thing. That's it. One lap of the Adventure Bike Rider 2025 TRF Trail. Happy days. Now that I'm not razzing around a field, I'm sat down and breathing again. I think this bike is brilliant. It's not brilliant for the money, it's brilliant full stop. It's every bit comparable to your T7s and your Aprilia Tuaregs. It's not a KTM 890, that has to be said. It isn't quite that level of off-road capable, but for what most people want, it's damn close. And yeah, for the money, I need to flash up on screen what this costs. Yeah, it's a bit of a bargain really, especially for how much kit you get. I just need to find out where the hell I'm going. Oh, I think I'm meant to be going that way. I am. I have gone the wrong way. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, man? That is the happiest man at ABR, and Byron, or whoever else from ABR, if you are watching this, give the boy a raise. That man is doing incredible work on that gate. That's little Grandia. On a side note, the festival this year has been flipping brilliant. Not been in a few years, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. It's massive now. There's so much to see and so much to do. You really, if you don't come on Thursday, you don't have enough time to see it all, and that's not criticism. There's Ragley Hall. It's just a commentary on just how much you get for your money now, and I appreciate it's a fair chunk of cash to come, but there is just so much here. Whether you want to go and see talks, you want to ride bikes, you want to go kayaking, eat lots of good food. There's brilliant music, and there is copious amounts of beer, which also is not too badly priced. It's about £3.80 a pint. So, yeah, with that, I shall sign off. Because I think I'm pretty much back at Voge. Thank you, Mr. Man. Where are we? Here we are. There's the little van.